expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a mother be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room. And Nick, come here, come here. Is that two niggas kissing? Is one of them niggas Professor Ovi? He came out the closet, he came out the closet. Oh my God, a rubber. The goddamn door. All I'm saying is, our country is in turmoil right now. Real versus big, and big is getting strong than a mother. These motherfuckers got power and shit. Understand it, the game ain't the same. Martha Stewart.
If you thought Katt Williams was done for 2024 and wouldn't be calling out these celebrities anymore, baby, you were wrong, because he is back at it again. And this time, he's dragging Kevin Hart to the front of the class. Now, Katt has been on Kevin's neck for years, exposing his fake persona. And now he's telling Kevin Hart to pack his bags and disappear into one of those private islands in the middle of nowhere, you know, similar to the ones that celebs like to own, because the feds are coming for him once Diddy starts singing like a canary. Many of y'all still don't believe that there will be additional celebrities going down with Diddy, but I need you to understand that this is a federal RICO case. And I know that that word has just been thrown around over the last couple of weeks in relation to Diddy's case, but are you clear on what that means? Let me pump the brakes and put you on game real quick. Okay, so RICO is an acronym, and it stands for Racketeer, Influence, and Corruption Organizations. Essentially, that references any illegal activity that generated significant income that was mobilized by multiple individuals under the umbrella of one mastermind, which in this case would be Brother Love. Yep, that's right, multiple individuals. And RICO charges aren't just about taking down the mastermind, they are coming for everyone that they can prove was involved in the corruption. Even if they didn't personally commit the crimes, if they were privy to it and aided in any way, the feds are coming for them. So Diddy's employees, as well as high-powered execs that he was involved in, as well as other names in the industry, may all be culpable in this massive case. Is that clear? Good. And now that he's been caught, Diddy has been backed into a corner. Katt Williams was talking about how Diddy's empire was crumbling right before his eyes. Hulu, Ciroc, Revolt, Salexco, Empower Global, Peloton, Howard University, and even Macy's are all avoiding Diddy like he's the plague. But funny enough, that's not the most important thing here. This is.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us, with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
This attorney, Tony Busby, interviewed 3,285 people that all claimed that Diddy assaulted them when they were young men and women, and some of them even as young as 9 years old. Anybody messing with babies deserves anything that happens to them. Now, over 120 people are bringing up lawsuits against Diddy, and these people aren't just bringing up civil suits. Some of them have spoken to the FBI already, and they are going to stand as witnesses against Puffy as well. Sean Combs' attorney is still asking for a speedy trial, but let me tell you this right now, Diddy knows he's cooked, and when you back a man like Diddy in a corner, he's gonna fight back and take high-ranking people down with him. Oh no, he's not about to be stoned alone.
Personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against.
Victimized by a group of powerful people that operated for 30 plus years.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs.
And people are starting to believe that Kevin Hart was one of those people associated with Diddy that was down to do anything with and for him, because Kevin was hosting all of these parties for him for decades. And you mean to tell me that he never saw or heard anything suspicious going on? Well, if you ask Katt, Kevin was just as guilty as Diddy. And there is a reason that his star rose to fame as quickly and as brightly as it did. Katt Williams always said he thought it was weird how Kevin came out of nowhere and suddenly came the top comedian in the game. Kind of like an industry plant that he was talking about, you know?
Years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person.
Kevin has been out here getting movie deals, comedy specials, all kind of stuff that would take people like Katt, who's at the top of their game, years to achieve. And Katt has spent a lot of time in the industry to know that you don't just get opportunities like that so quickly without selling your soul or giving something up in return.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You know, for me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so, you know, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on the talk show this morning.
You look good doing it,
Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times.
Also, Kevin said he would never be one of those men who wore dresses, yet he was out on Saturday Night Live running around in a gown and some half-done wig on his head.
Possible that there isn't anything funnier than a guy in a dress. And if that's the case, then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress. Okay, well, I watched all of my friends throughout my entire life be able to dunk a basketball, but not me. So everybody can't do everything. So, you know, some of us make choices. I think it's not a biggest choice for others. I'm saying at the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are gonna say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
And what that tells us is, as long as the money was right, Kevin was down to do it, and all of the boundaries that he claimed to have set up for himself were allegedly put aside when he became desperate to climb to the top.
Period. Every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk, that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem, and then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was, and acting like I'm a bad person because I go wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision, duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up.
Even though Kevin does all of these family movies and has built up his brand around being a fun and funny, family and friendly guy, Katt Williams claims that there are a lot of shady things that Kevin does behind the scenes. And if the people and brands that Kevin worked with knew what he was up to, they would drop him almost as quickly as they left Diddy on the ground. After Kevin was caught with Montia Sabag in Las Vegas when his wife was 8 months pregnant, he had to do the most to get the public back on his side. But he never stopped fooling around and found ways to get off without getting caught. According to Katt Williams, Kevin was in the back room of Diddy's parties, and that's why you haven't seen him say a word since Diddy got arrested, because Kevin doesn't even know how many tapes he's starring in. But it goes deeper than that. Diddy was one of those people Kevin sucked up to in the early 2000s, and when he was just finding his way and planting his feet in Hollywood. But Diddy was already pretty well connected at the time, and Kevin was down to do anything just as long as he got paid and got the connections that he needed to to rise to the top. Kevin allegedly helped plan and also host these freak-off parties. The internet believes that the Diddy parties were just the perfect place for Kevin to do whatever shady activities he wanted to without having to ever worry about getting caught. And as he became even bigger, Kevin was already too deep because he didn't know what Diddy did or didn't have on him. Just like Jay-Z, Kevin had some money tied up in Diddy's businesses. And why wouldn't they? Diddy is a successful businessman beloved by many with the key to New York City and an honorary doctorate degree from his alma mater, Howard University, which has since been revoked. But baby, these are some unprecedented times because who would have ever thought that Puff Daddy would ever be in a situation that he couldn't buy himself out of? Diddy's reputation and persona seemed way too big to ever fall, and the businesses he was tied to were so massively successful that we would never think that they'd drop him, and Kevin was inspired by that and he wanted a piece for himself. But now that Diddy's empire is crumbling, Kevin is panicking and scrambling, trying to get out while he still can, but Katt Williams is suggesting that time has run out for Kevin. Katt dropped this on his IG.
You alright? No, I'm not alright, Mike. 3 days of this got my nerves all rattled. My ass still hurts. Hey.
He also made a post saying, quote, Diddy is about to snitch on everybody, end quote. And once Diddy starts dropping those names, it's over for Kevin. And people are waiting for it with bated breath. Quote, he wasn't doing all these assaults alone. Can we start getting other names and footage, please? All need to be exposed, end quote. And, quote, we'll only be left with 50 Cent at this point. I'm not complaining though, end quote. Kevin might have his beef with Katt, but he better take his advice and start running because this stuff is about to go down and I doubt that he's ready for what's on the horizon. But do you guys think that Kevin is gonna be implicated in all of this? And who else do you guys think Diddy will snitch on? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't you leave without hitting the like and subscribe button. See you guys in the next video.